Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. It has been some time, so I'm glad to be back with you guys. Doing somewhat of an unconventional video today, something I normally never do. But I guess the occasion kind of marks, doing something a little different. Why am I holding this up is a great question. So I got two very special watches in that we're going to go into depth in a couple minutes. And the reason why I have this up, and of course as you guys could see, it says watchsalesjared@gmail.com. Now, what's the reasoning for that? So the two watches that I have in, they're actually going to be up for sale. And this is going to be the email address that you can send your interest into. I'll be checking this inbox, of course, this weekend to see, who's interested and stuff like that. I'm there to answer any questions. Just a few things to preface with. The first thing is that, obviously shipping will be, free on all those, whatever it is, no problem. I guess built into the price of the watch is, if you will. The other thing is that it's strictly, they call it CONUS, Continental United States. Nothing international. I apologize, but it's a little bit of a headache to do that, so I don't want to tackle that. I've done it before and it's made my head spin. Payments will be secure through PayPal, but we could talk about that. Whoever's interested, you send me an email. I'll offer, video chats if you guys want with me directly. I've sold a lot of watches before on eBay. Have some really great seller feedback and stuff like that. And all the watches that I sell are 100% guaranteed authentic, brand new in box. They've never been worn, which is great. So again, I really look forward to this. So again, just keep this email in mind. If, there's something that you like, we're going to go into the details of the watches. Send an email into that, and, we'll kind of take it from there. But for now, let's get into the first watch.
Go.
Okay, guys, so the first watch we're going to go into is something that is kind of interesting, that was just released not too long ago by, of course, Seiko, right? So this comes with this outer box here. And just to give you guys a little bit, this is the SRPH19 model in the United States. Okay. So it also comes with this little card. This is technically like the warranty card, if you will. And just get this out here. Certificate of limited warranty, of course. And it says to visit the website here to download an instruction manual and register your new Seiko watch, which you could, of course, do if you wanted to. So this is the box that it comes in, Seiko 5. And for those of you familiar with the SRPH19, this was a limited edition release of 2021 pieces. This is the Beatmaker that just came out. So there was an online contest held towards the end of last year, and 48,000 different submissions were, of course, submitted. And this one garnered, I think it was a little bit more than half the vote at around 8.5 million. So what's kind of special about this watch, of course, this is the fan choice, the fan favorite. So what's cool about this watch is that for those of you, I guess, back in the 70s, this particular watch kind of goes back to the Seiko, the Pogue days, the chronograph, right? So you have the golden dial, of course. You have a Calibre 4R36 movement in it, and we can get this one started a little bit. So you guys can see the seconds hand moving. There we go. And of course, the cool thing about this watch is you have the golden dial, golden yellow, and you also have the Pepsi bezel. And it's 120 click, very, very smooth, and it actually lines up pretty well, at least in my opinion. Let's hear it click a little bit. Nice little bit of that crunchy sound, which is kind of nice. And like I said, I mean, you could see here, this lines up pretty well with the 12 o'clock, which is, you know, I guess not the most common. But anyways, this is limited edition number 1942, which is actually listed right here. It's probably going to be very hard for you guys to see, but it's 1942 out of 2021. And it features the 4R36 caliber movement, and it is hand winding, it is hacking, so when you take out the crown to the second position, the second hand does stop, which means hack for more accurate timekeeping. And the other thing you guys could do, of course, is you can set the date and the day here, and I'm going to show you guys this right now so you guys can see. So the date right now is changing at midnight, of course, with the day as well. And then one of the things I always like to do is bring this down to 6:30 or so. Press the crown all the way in, then bring it back out to the first position, and the date, of course, changes no problem. I apologize for the beeping in the background. That is my finished dishwasher at this point. So please disregard that. But regardless, you can see the days of the week change. Might be a little bit blurry there, which is okay. You guys still get the idea. This is a day-date watch. And so, like I said, it has automatic. It's an automatic watch, so simply wearing it on your wrist provides you approximately, I think it's 41 hours of power reserve, which is, you know, pretty good, you know, over a day and a half. Also, it's a stainless steel case here with a stainless steel bracelet, of course, and you also get here, which is really nice, the micro adjustments where let's say you size the bracelet down and maybe it doesn't quite fit you right. You can further micro adjust here, which is good. It comes with, it looks like 4 extra micro adjustments, which is fantastic. Hardlex crystal on it and Lumabrite on the hands and indices. And let's take a quick pause and I'll show you guys the lume on this. And as you guys can see, there's the lume. It's very, very generous, very easy to read in the dark, and this will pretty much go all night, no problem. Alright, so the other thing that's great about this watch, now it does not have a screw down crown, but it is water resistance to 10 bar, 100 meters, so it's, you know, considered a sports watch. This is pretty much the hottest segment in the watch industry right now, the sports watches and or dive watches. So that's, you know, good added feature. You could do just about anything you want with this watch. You know, Seikos are known for being beater watches, which is really cool. So with the dimensions on this watch, let's go with this so you guys can take a look, of course. 13.4 millimeter thickness with a diameter of 42.5 millimeter and a length here of 46 millimeters. So what I'm going to do right now, I actually place the watch down. And again, if you guys are interested, the email address watchsalesjared@gmail.com. I'm actually wearing my Longines Hydro Conquest today. Pretty much the watch I've been wearing. And what's nice about this watch, let me just show you guys. I'm not taking off any plastic or anything, but you got the push button on both sides, which releases the clasp here. And as you guys can see, very easy to just slide right on the wrist. And as you guys can tell with the dimensions, I mean, it just looks really good. The weight is 167 grams, full on the wrist. And it's just super comfortable. I mean, these are very easy to size. Once you get it sized, you'll notice that, you'll be able to wear this pretty much all day, every day. It doesn't matter what it is. So that's the watch on the wrist. And of course, on the case back, it does mention limited edition. And it is a screw down case back. And it has, as you guys can see here, the rotor spinning for the winding. It winds itself. And it does say limited edition on the case back. It is exhibition, so you get to see the movement. Nothing really special. You guys saw the unidirectional rotating bezel, the Pepsi bezel, which is really one of the favorites. And this is a 24 jewel movement with day-date display. And it has, again, the hacking features. So, again, this watch, if you're interested, send me a message. Again, watchsalesjared@gmail.com. Here's what you get with this watch, okay? And just for reference, to let you guys know, because I'm sure some of you guys may ask, right? I bought this from Clifton Jewelers, which if you go onto Seiko's website, they are an authorized dealer of Seiko watches. And that's their info, just in case you want to know, in case you want to look that up, in case you want to give them a call, wouldn't even matter. Okay? So what you get, of course, is the Seiko Beatmaker, the 2021 limited edition. Again, this is limited to 2021 pieces, number 1942. Brand new, unused, unworn, unwrapped, still with plastic, still in intact condition. You also get this little Seiko box here. I mean, of course, I get it. Nothing special, but it's actually in good shape. I know other people that got the watch and it was all damaged and everything else like that. Plus, you get this little limited, the warranty card inside the pouch here. And if you need to download the manual, you can. And also, not like this is anything special, but it comes with this Seiko protector box here. Comes inside of here. And that is the full package that you get. And like I said, this would be sent out your choice. United States Postal Service, including full insurance and signature confirmation for delivery, and or FedEx, UPS. You can pretty much take your pick with that. So that's the first watch that I want to show you. Thought it was kind of cool and special. Like I said, just picked it up yesterday. Let's start to go into the second watch, because this one I think is a little bit more interesting. All right, guys. So this here is the Oris Divers 65 Calibre 400 limited edition for Hodinkee. I know you guys can see the price. This one actually just sold out today. I think it was probably about 24 hours after it went on sale. There's a lot going on with this watch, so I just kind of wanted to show you guys the picture. And let's start to go into some of the details here. That way you guys can see what's going on with it. So this is the model Diver 65 Calibre 400 limited edition for Hodinkee. And there we go. It's reference 01-400-7774-4087. It has the hours, minutes, seconds, and a countdown bezel. It's not a dive bezel, it's a countdown bezel. We'll go into that in a minute. It's stainless steel. A very comfortable, very wearable for both men and women. 38 millimeters in diameter and a fairly slim 12.6 millimeter thickness with sapphire crystal and sapphire crystal case back, of course. And the dial is a unique forest green color, which is meant to be kind of like a nod to Oris's home in Holstein. We'll go into that in a minute. And it is Super Luminova Lume. And it has the Oris Self-Winding Calibre 400. We're going to go into that in a minute as well. Power Reserve. An incredible, 5 days, 120 hours. Water resistant to 100 meters, which is similar to the Seiko 5. And you get a stainless steel bracelet with a 19mm lug width. Some people may scoff at that, but it's really not terrible. It's actually an integrated bracelet. And it's, of course, manufactured in Switzerland. So now let's go into some of the details here with this watch. So this is the second collaboration that Oris did with Hodinkee. And it's a 38mm Diver 65, which is only the second 38mm. The first one is the Oris Cotton Candy Diver 65. If you're not familiar with those, and I believe that they're all bronze watches. So this is the first technically stainless steel Diver 65, which is actually kind of cool. So as they describe it, it's the ultimate vintage inspired tool watch. Very, very, very true. So let's see here. What we have is, like I said, the forest green dial is inspired by Oris's hometown of Holstein. Oris has been around for quite a long time, and this is like a cool way to kind of take the watch back in time. This is a nod to the 60s. So what the other thing that's interesting here, right? So the name of Oris, it's usually not like that on the Diver's 65 watch. Let me just kind of show you some comparisons here, right? So we go Oris. I don't know why that did that. Okay, so Oris Divers 65. So if we go to that, right, go to images here. So this will be, I want to bring up like a really nice one here. Okay, so this is from Prestige Time, right? So Oris's lettering has gotten a little bit larger and a little blockier, right? So let me close out of that, right? So with this one, as you can see, it's slightly different, okay? Not by much, but it is slightly different. I want to see if I can get a little bit of a different picture here for you. Here, see, like you get like the Oris automatic here, right? So what you get with this one is this was their logo on their watches in the 1960s. And again, this has been updated a little bit to reflect the 5 days of power reserve, which is the Calibre 400. That was just released, I believe it was late last year by Oris. 10-year warranty, by the way, on the movement itself. I think the only other manufacturer that I personally know of that does that is Omega. And you also get the 10 bar, 100 meters, dateless window. Now, we were talking about the countdown bezel, right? So I'm wearing my Longines Hydro Conquest quartz, okay? So now, for instance, let's just say that I moved the 12 o'clock down to the minute hand, right? It would be doing, okay, you would be counting up in time. So you would go from, let's see here, you'd be going from 1 minute up to 60 minutes, right? Because the time always moves clockwise, okay? Rather, with this one, you would be going from 0 to 60, right? Hopefully that makes sense to you guys. So it's countdown bezel, and with the diver's bezel, you're counting up to know how much time that you have left. So let me actually get this to. Let me just put this on pause for a second. Okay, guys, so for example, right, see how I have the now the triangle, very top, at around 9:20 p.m., okay? So then, in other words, what you're doing with this is you're counting up. you're going from 0, 1 minute, 2 minutes, and 5-minute increments all the way up to 60. Whereas with the countdown bezel, you would be going from 60 down to 0. So you're seeing how much time you have left, rather than seeing how much more time you actually have. That's the difference between the Diver 65 and my Longines, let's just say. So hopefully that makes sense. And let's see some other things here. So this is, of course, fitted with the brand's latest mechanical movement. It's the Calibre 400, and let's do that there. And again, it is warranted for 10 years by Oris, which most other manufacturers don't do that. Like I said, Omega, I think, has 10 years on their new watches. And Tudor, I think, does about 5 years. So Oris is really standing by their product. Really great collaboration, of course. So with the Calibre 400 movement here, 5-day power reserve, high resistance to magnetism, tested to 2250 Gauss. I know some of you will say, oh, Omega does it to like 15,000 Gauss or whatever. Listen, it's not going to really hurt the watch that much. I mean, unless you're really working around very, very heavy magnetism, this watch will still perform fantastically well. As I mentioned, the 10-year service interval. Then you get an accuracy range of +5 to -3, slightly better than COSC at -4 to +6. It's adjusted to 5 positions, and it utilizes the proprietary system developed by Oris. So it has a screw-driven rack and pinion system that controls a micrometric regulator. And what all this does, it's a new tooth system, gear regulation within the back of the watch, where it just helps to reduce the friction, and it helps reduce the wear. Again, it helps to increase the power reserve, helps to... Oris gives you that 10-year warranty because they know, and of course the service interval, every 10 years or so, and it could be longer depending on how it performs, but that's just, not many brands advertise for that, although the watches can last that long, but to actually advertise and stand by it is something special. And again, the 120 hours of autonomous running time, 5 days. And as I mentioned earlier, just going into a few more details here, this is only the second Diver 65 to be offered in a 38mm diameter at Oris, filling a gap. And again, the first one was the cotton candy version, all bronze. This is the first steel one, okay? So, 38mm, 12.6mm in height. It's just absolutely fantastic. And you guys could actually head over to the Hodinkee website and check this out. No problem, under their shop. But I just, did want to... here's the other thing that I did want to mention. Now, this watch has not come in yet. Okay? I will say that. However, I will say this. The watch is actually on its way. This is just to show you the proof that I have it. It's actually coming via FedEx on Monday. It's scheduled for. So the watch is scheduled to come in. Not even a question. As soon as I get it, I would send it out to you. Just to give you guys a little bit more of a thing here. Do not forget, watchsalesjared@gmail.com. I just wanted to bring that up again, just to make sure that you guys have it. So what you guys would do, whoever would be interested, whoever I would sell this watch to, the 10-year warranty activated after your watch is registered in the company's online My Oris system. When I get it, I'm not planning on registering it. That would be for you to do. Plus, that decade-long warranty is increased by another year on the Hodinkee shop for a total of 11 years of worry-free coverage. You don't even get that with the Omega. I'm just being honest with you. So, let's take a pause and I'll come right back with you guys. Alright guys, so we're back. Anyways, those are the two watches that I wanted to present to you. Again, they are up for sale. So here's all you guys have to do really, okay? Actually, I did want to show you something very quickly. I normally wouldn't do this, but I'm going to. these are my prices on these watches. On the left, that's the price including tax for the Seiko. I'm not accepting anything less than that. Again, it's a limited edition 2021 pieces, and these are going for fairly well over that right now on the secondhand market. This was the price including tax on the Oris Diver 65 limited edition 400 for Hodinkee. Again, I am not going to accept anything less than that. Very few on the secondhand market right now, but all I'm going to say is those are my prices. I want to be as transparent as possible. I will not be accepting anything less than that. So if you have an offer, feel free to do your research, throw a number out to me, and we'll kind of figure things out. Again, Seiko as well as the Oris up for sale. All you need to do, watchsalesjared@gmail.com. Send me a message. I would be more than happy to video chat with you, answer any questions that you have. It doesn't matter what it is. I only sell great watches, brand new, unworn, in plastics, everything else like that. But I look forward to hopefully having these, get a new home. I'm sure you guys will have questions for me. I'd be more than happy to answer them in any of the emails that you send me. So don't forget, just one more time, watchsalesjared@gmail.com. All right, so that's it for me now. You guys saw the prices. You guys know the email address. You guys know the watches. I look forward to hearing from you, and let's see what happens. But again, reach out to me, and any questions that you have, video chat, whatever it is, you guys know the drill. I will talk to you guys later. Bye.